Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Amateur Repair Time. We did a previous video on this Columbia 360 record console here. And we rebuilt the amp. It had some problems where it didn't work. Had a burn up resistor, burn up rectifier, replace the caps, all that stuff. Did a whole video on it. If you didn't see it, you really missed out on a good time. So go back and watch that if you haven't. But at the end of the video, we figured out that the cartridge is baked, like Shingo said. It's cooked. So it's got the old crystal cartridge in it, and apparently it ain't so hot anymore. So in this video, we're actually going to try to take the thing apart and see if we can fix the crystal cartridge. I successfully did one of those before in this setup here. So we're going to talk about crystal cartridges a little bit, or what little bit I know about them. Remember, this is amateur repair time, not super professional repair time. But we'll see if we can cobble something together that'll give people years of listening pleasure out of this machine in the future. There's all kinds of things to think about, though. Like, for instance, it's a mono-only crystal cartridge from the 50s. So technically, you should only play mono records on it and the older records on it. But I kind of like that. So anyway, I'm going to show you a couple things first, and then we'll go from there and decide. We'll start taking the thing apart and see if there's any way we can repair it. Okay, so here is the amp as we left it after rebuilding it. And I've been testing it with this little poker machine thing that you plug into your TV. Okay, I'm gonna wiggle this and see if we get a louder. So this little RCA jack isn't really correct for that RCA jack, the other side of the jack, the female side of the jack. This is how the turntable is. This has a longer jack. Right, so this one's a little shorty. It's a 2-inch stunner, so it's not making a great connection, but you can hear we've got tons of volume. It's going to compress that here on this video, but I'm telling you, it's so loud you can't get near it. It's as loud as the jukeboxes are, and you can see the huge speaker. I guess that's a 10, might even be a 12. And then there is like a tweeter-ish type thing down there. So plenty of volume, but not with the record. So you do get some volume though. So I'm gonna check to make sure we didn't just have a bad connection on the record player as well. All right, so if I mess with it a little bit, now you gotta be careful with this, folks. You don't wanna get the hell shocked out of you. So don't do what I do. I'm an idiot. Don't do what I'm doing. You can actually get it to pop in from time to time, but I don't know if it has anything to do with this jack. See, I mean, you got a little bit of amplification. But I don't think that's this jack. Yeah. So that's all we can get. We can get just a little bit of amplification. So next I'm going to check the record to make sure it's the right record. I don't think that would cause that problem, but possibly. All right, so it's a stereo record, you know, and it's from the late 60s, so we're playing it on a mono player, but you should still get more volume than that out of it. So I think what I'll do is I'll grab a 78. We'll flip the stylus over. It's one of the flip over ones. And we'll try the 78 because that will test the cartridge and the needle because it's using a separate needle. And we know the thing can play 78. So let me grab one of those. All right, we got an old school 78 on there. I flipped the needle over. Let's just see if we get anything different on the other side. Now, you can hear the hum from my fingers on the back of the cartridge. Also, you can see that there's a really good connection on the cartridge. But it's a crystal cartridge, so I mean, you expect these not to work. But let's see if the 78 side works. It kind of did. I'm gonna try pushing down on the. Well, I don't know what to think about that. I'm basically getting intermittent volume where you want it to be. You know, those look kind of oxidized. I wonder if we've just got a really bad connection on it, or if both needles are trashed. I don't know. All right, maybe I try reseating those connections. All right, so I cleaned it off with contact cleaner and reconnected it, and it kind of comes and goes. So I'm thinking that it's you know, the integrity of the crystal cartridge is just shot. But it will pop in full blow every now and then. It'll say, might as well, and go hardcore on us. Of course, it ain't going to do it now that I'm recording it, but I mean, it will go full blast like the other thing. So, there you go. So now you saw it. Okay, folks, so here is the pickup cartridge. Now, on a previous video, I took one of these piezo tweeters and cut it into little pieces and put it inside a pickup and got it to work. I think that would work in this situation, but this one is so small, it would be harder. And I'm not 100% yet that this is bad. So, someone made an excellent point in a previous video. They said, before you tear it apart, make sure that the needle is clean and that it's centered on that little rubber piece. And that is an excellent point, because if you think about it, the way this thing is made, like we'll look at this side. This connection down here is almost irrelevant. That's just where they mount that needle on this type of cartridge. And the way that the sound is reproduced is that, of course, the needle running through the track, but then it's connected to that little piece of rubber there. And that rubber is what transfers the vibration inside to the crystal, makes the crystal move, and then the crystal is connected down to this end to these two posts. So if that piece of rubber were hard as a rock, as it is, that might be your problem. I wonder if I could just clean it up with some rubber renew. And look, that one, just the way that well, I guess it's there. I was about to say that the needle might not even touch right. So we got that one, and then we've got that one. Okay, so I'm going to take the needle off. I'm just going to do one side at a time so I don't get them confused. It's not, you know, they're not labeled which is which. One of them's a little thicker than the other one so that it can work on 78s better. All right, and I'm going to try taking this side off first, and then we'll mess with that rubber a little bit, and we'll see if rubber renew will make it any better. And then we'll try the other side as well, and then we'll put it back in and see if that fixes anything. And if it doesn't, we're going to drill this sucker open and see what the inside looks like. And if the crystal's all screwed up, well, then we'll know that that's the problem. I think I can drill that rivet out. All right, so we're going to do the side with the head of the rivet. All right, so there's the little flip thing, the little handle. There's the spring that's on it. There's the screw that goes in the handle to hold it all together. There's the needle. It is bent up a little bit, but, and then there's the little screw. And so, like I was saying, like the mount doesn't really matter because it's just mounted to the frame. This is the important part. So I wonder if that's the whole issue. Okay, so I have this stuff. Rubber Renew. Now think about my other videos. When do I ever tell you to spend money? I never do. This stuff is a miracle chemical. I was going to say miracle drug, but you shouldn't drink it. This stuff, like you put it on rubber and it makes it soft and supple again. Not completely, but it works pretty good. It's kind of amazing. Let's see if we can find anywhere. Looks like it's made in Canada, perhaps. What's that say? Burka Malta CBD 1070. I don't know where that is. Then it's England and then Ontario. It says made in Canada with imported ingredients. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Does it say English? I see a lot of other words. None of it's in English. Unbelievable. That's not French. What is that? I don't think it's German. This is going to be like something really strange, like Norwegian. We love Norway. Okay. So I'm going to wet this paper towel a little bit and then just get this thing soaked, and you kind of just wipe it and it kind of works into it, and we'll see if it makes it any better. Okay, so I put it on there. This stuff is like the best smelling stuff in the world. I don't know what it is, but you could probably get intoxicated smelling it. I don't know if that's any better or not. So I took the screwdriver. I got it a little bit wet up with it. I rubbed it on there, kind of tried to massage it into the rubber a little bit, and then tried to dry it off with the paper towel. I don't know if that's better or not. I don't know how soft it's supposed to be. So this stuff smells like, it's kind of hard to explain. What it reminds me the most of is, you remember that candy that you used to get back in the 80s where it was little, or in the 90s where it was little bottles of like Kool-Aid or something, and it was about that big, and they were wax. It was like clear wax, kind of looked like Coke bottles, and you could like bite the end of it off and then you drank the liquid that was in it. And that kind of paraffin wax, I guess that's what that is, or whatever wax that is. It's edible. You can actually eat it. That wax, that smell is what this smells like. Okay, so that's the one side. I'm going to clean up the needle with contact cleaner, make sure it's bent kind of straight, and then put it back, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, so I have a little issue. Put it all back after cleaning it. The issue is, I don't know which side's the 78 side. Because I might have put the knob on backwards. But it seems to have fixed it. So this is the other side. And this is back on the other side. I think it's correct. Wow, it actually works. Better get you some. All right, so it's still all the way up. It's a 33. Let's switch the needle over. We're turned off. Most people are just going to play 33s and 45s anyways. Most people aren't as cool as me with the 70. All right, so we got on 33. Let's see if it'll play a little bit of this guy. You might have heard of this guy. Now, I'm only going to play it for a second because they're going to make me turn it off, you know. You know, YouTube doesn't like it. Let's see. Oh, it dropped. Oh. Sounds like volume to me, people. Nice little cover version. All right, folks. I cleaned up the inside a little bit on the back here. If you didn't see the first video, we worked through all this stuff before. Mounted the amp back where it goes. It's just a little simple thing, but it's not a one-tube amp. So I think if we did have to put a different pickup, it would have worked because this has a preamp stage built into it. Kind of zip tied that back to the staples that they had on it. And I think that's just how it came originally. Apparently this is from 56 and it's a C760 is the model number. The Columbia did these 360s and there were a whole bunch of different ones. We did a video on the first little countertop one that they did, and this is just another one that they called something similar. All right, so all of this is back how it goes. Now we need to work on the top. All right, so
that's why the lady is a tramp to Harlem in ermine and fur. Won't dish the...
Let's see. Does it want to cooperate? Yes, it does. Spoke too soon. Some 45s it just doesn't like to drop. That you can see the little things going in, but some of them it just doesn't like. The little wings and everything are working, and it seems to work fine with the 33s, but with the 45s, with this changer, everything moves. The two go in and the other ones come out, but it just doesn't. There's a certain, I guess, diameter record that it likes and other ones it doesn't. Yeah, see, if you mess with it, it'll go, but let's see if we can get several of them to drop. I'll show you. So we've got 4 or 5. Haven't done anything special. Okay, that's the first one, went good. And a lot of these are old and dirty. I haven't cleaned them. They're different volumes too, depending on which one it is, you know. That one worked good. That one dropped good. Next. Yep, see, it doesn't like that next one. And you can put them in kind of whatever order you want. It's the actual records that it doesn't like. Some of them drop every time. Like if we get this one to drop, the next one will drop every time. Okay, so got that one. Now this next one's a brand new record, which is why it drops every time. So watch. Perfect. It's just certain ones it doesn't like. And watch, it's not going to like this top one either. I got it that time. But it ain't quite right. There's certain records it likes and certain it doesn't. But it's not the spindle. The spindle does it every time. It's this adapter. When it gets to the last one, it'll just play the same one over and over again because it doesn't know if it's dropping another one. So you just get a repeat. So I think we're pretty good. Now I have to decide if I want to sell this thing. It's so nice. This is a really nice one. I waxed it. It came out pretty nice with the wax. Sounds pretty good. Seems to work great. It's a freaking RCA. So my problem is I have 3 of them. And, you know, if I got 3 of them, I'll probably end up getting more of them. But that's just a beautiful one. So let me show you one of my other ones. So I showed you this little tabletop one before. This is that first Columbia 360 I did. It worked great. It sounds good. But I kind of want a console one. This is just a cabinet that I keep a bunch of records in. So this is another one that I haven't fixed yet. It's a little shorter than the other one. So I kind of like the other one better because it's a little taller. Well, weird trick of light made me think the lid was closing. So this one's newer, obviously. And it's an Arvin, which I think is kind of cool. I don't know that it's cooler than an RCA, but it's cool. It also does 16, 33, and 45. And it's probably going to have a little better sound because it's a little newer. It's got a nicer tone head. It'll probably play the more modern records because it's probably from the late 60s or the early 70s, I would imagine. And it's in nice shape too. But it's a little lower to the ground. I'm kind of tall. And there's no record storage in this one. The other one has that little thing on the side. So I don't know if I want to keep this one or that one. And I can't pull it out to show you right now, but I have this one stored. This is actually a 2-piece set. There's another piece that looks just like this. One of them holds records and has an extra speaker in it. And the other one has the player in it. So you plug the two in, and so you have dual speakers, stereo speakers, and you have a storage. But anyway, it's also like a mahogany finish, which I'm kind of a sucker for. All right, so leave your comments below. If you could only keep one of these, which one would you keep? And if you could only keep two of these, which two would you keep? Now remember that Magnavox that we just looked at has two cabinets that are identical. So it's like this, and then there's another one just like it. With the lid down, they look identical. This one has a speaker in it, and you store records in it. This one has the changer in it, and you store records in it, and it has a speaker in it. So I kind of want to keep that one. So I hate to get rid of something this freaking cool, though. So tell me what you think, or should I just hoard it and get rid of a radio? I've got, yeah, I might do that, because I've got like, yeah, in that other room, I don't have a record player. I could have one in that room and one in the living room, and should I have a record player in every room of the house? I don't know, folks. Let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed it.